there is a very cruel creature. They hate children the most in the world. That is the witch. When she was a child, she witnessed it with her own eyes. Her good friend turned into a hen after eating the witch's candy. Years later, she told this story to my nephew. But the boy did not believe. He thought she invented this story herself. But in the upcoming travel, the boy will encounter the scariest thing in life. They had just entered the elevator to go upstairs. Then a group of women who were luxuriously dressed walked in the hotel. All of them wear gloves. The corner of the mouth has a very long scar, which looks extremely monstrous. These people are all witches. They gathered to hold meeting once a year. At that time, the boy was also in the room. The witch's sensitive sense of smell realized something. She just ignored it. Before the meeting, the witches took off their camouflage items, turned into bald monsters. The boy hid in the corner of the room, dumbfounded at this scene. Who expected what she said was true? Then, the ultimate witch began to give orders to the witches. Open candy stores around the world. She has money in her room to open a shop. The candy store's secret weapon is a secret potion. Just put a few drops of this medicine into the candy. Then they can turn children into mice. Next, the ultimate witch started speaking again. The witches with weak magic below kept clapping with their only 3-finger hands. The ultimate witch was immersed in the sound of applause. Then suddenly she felt that something was wrong. Her hearing nose sniffed every corner. She seemed to have smelled a child. Looks like the boy is about to be discovered. Wicked witches are opening a meeting. And our main character boy hiding under the potty. The ultimate witch's sense of smell is extremely hearing. Because they hate children the most in the world. Fortunately the boy moved quickly into the ventilation pipe behind the podium. The witch is coming closer to see. When the doorbell rings, a lovely round fat boy named Bruno heard that there is free chocolate here. So he came to ask. The witches immediately disguised themselves as before. Give Bruno a piece of chocolate. Who expected a while later, Bruno's body became uncomfortable, then turned into a fat mouse. In the cheers of the witches, the boy hiding nearby did not dare to speak up. Soon Bruno lost his life due to the witches. In the dangerous moment the white mouse Daisy jumped out, grasped Bruno by the tail, then dragged him into the ventilation duct. Oh my god, giant. Why are you so tall? Not big because you're small. I am very normal. How can I turn small? Because now you're a mouse. The witch cast a curse on you. Witches? What witch? Soon the witches discovered, and pulled the boy out. They poured poison into the boy's ear. The boy instantly turned into a mouse. The ultimate witch found him planning to run away, then grabbed his tail. Daisy came out once again, although being lucky to escape. But who expected the witch's hand can be tens of meters long? The boy and Daisy escaped. But Bruno has not yet caught up. Seeing about to be caught, Bruno leaned forward and gave a big jump, which shut down the bearing plate. The ultimate witch's hand was clamped by the ventilation fan. Screaming in pain, the 3 mice successfully escaped. Looking for his grandmother, after a while of explanation, she understood the story. The coincidence is that the ultimate witch was downstairs to turn back into a human, greater than, and not let the other kids turn into mice. They decided to take a risk to steal the potion. Grandma put the boy in a sock that was knitting, then drop it down to the witch's room. The process of stealing poison was also extremely heart-pounding, but luckily he got the potion. But on the way back to the room something happened. The witches used a secret medicine to make the boy, Daisy and Bruno become a mouse. Though they were lucky enough to escape the witch's claws. But if not, quickly stop. Children all over the world will have trouble. After a while of discussion, they decided to steal the potion. But during the process, the witches discovered. Luckily, Grandma quickly covered up. The doorbell of the ultimate witch's room is also ringing. So the boy escaped one more time, thanks to the main character's aura. Then, they brought the potion to the kitchen. The smart boy poured the portion into the soup pot, thanks to the soup ladle. On the other hand, His grandmother went to the dining room. Her duty is witnessing the witches drinking the bowl of medicated soup. Soon, the soup was served. The witches begin to eat soup. The ultimate witch is about to eat. Then discovered the grandmother very suspicious. Grandmother felt discovered, intended to leave. But it was too late. The ultimate witch stepped closer. Seeing she couldn't escape, grandmother had to face. At that moment, there was a great shout from the witches. The witches have eaten soup. They turned into mice. Grandma took took 3 mice away. They used the key, stolen when the witch did not notice, to open her door. Grandmother is packing up the medicine. But the witches came back. The ultimate witch stretched out her long arm to kill Grandma. Who expect? Ed, Daisy and Bruno quietly setting mouse traps under the witch's feet. The boy opened the lid of a potion. Wait for the opportunity. The witch, after taking medicine, started to smoke. Soon turned into a big ugly mouse. The witch immediately chased after the 3 rats. They can only escape frantically. Greedy Bruno got stuck in a mousetrap because of getting the cheese. I got you. What? The witch, after turning into a mouse, was eaten by the cat that was raised by herself. No, I'm not your prey. The ultimate witch has been killed. They are about to use the witch's money and poison, and a book that records the addresses of witches, to turn all witches in the world into mice. At the end of the movie, though 3 mice can't turn back into a human, but they have a protective grandmother. Their lives are happy, carefree. The movie ends. This is the movie, Witch 2020. The film is adapted from a children's story of the same name. The movie tells the story. The boy was turned into a mouse by a witch. Then with friends and grandmother, fight against evil witches. Like old versions. Although it is a children's story. But the scene of the witch taking off her gloves, shoes, fake hair, to reveal the real face, then became nightmare of many children. Alright, this is the end. If you like my story, hit follow, please.